Welcome lads, ladies and gentlemen, to the top 5 Custom Zombies remasters. In this video, we're going to be taking a dive into the very best that the custom community has to offer with remasters or reimaginations of existing classic Treyarch Zombies experiences. Now, of course, there are some incredible upcoming remasters that are yet to be released, such as Die Rise, Transit, 5, and Buried, but in this video, we're focusing solely on the maps you can download and play right now. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's dive in to number 5, Town Reimagined. When this map first dropped way back in 2019, yes, it's going to be 5 years old this year, fans of Black Ops 2 wept with joy, mainly because not only was this a huge visual upgrade over its official Treyarch counterpart, but Zila, the map developer, also tastefully added some extra areas that weren't previously accessible in the original version. Areas like a bowling alley, a secret vault where you can find PhD, and an expansion of the Juggernaut building. These tasteful expansions don't change the feel of the map, but tastefully implement a breath of fresh air to what is undoubtedly a Treyarch Zombies classic. Fans are greeted with fully functional Black Ops 2 weapons, a roster of iconic perks both from the original map in the same place, but also some additional perks. Of course, I already mentioned PhD, as well as the addition of Banana Colada, a popular custom perk developed by Madgaz. What really made this map so popular and one of the most downloaded maps on the entire workshop, though, is undoubtedly the visuals. The use of volumetric lighting and the general color grading definitely gives a new vibe to town and really brings it up to what feels like a Black Ops 3 remaster. I mean, that's exactly what it is, but you get my point. The blue hues contrast beautifully with the orange lava, and anyone playing this map will have to, at least at some point, just stop and appreciate the work that went into the lighting and general detail of this remaster. Just like the original town, it's a blast of a survival map. It does add a few Black Ops 3 survival elements to make things a little bit easier. Of course, you do now have alternate ammo types, and throwing those onto Black Ops 2 weapons at the time felt really damn cool. All in all, this map is a classic on the workshop for a reason, and it more than deserves the number 5 spot. Moving on to number 4, we have Nuketown Zombies. Another Black Ops 2 classic brought to Black Ops 3, Nuketown Zombies by Clicks actually completely rewrites the tone of the map. Not only did it get a significant overhaul in terms of the visuals, as you'd naturally expect, but players are greeted with a customization screen right at the start that lets them completely change the feel of the gameplay. Players are able to add bots, although definitely don't expect them to revive you if you go down. You can completely change the difficulty of the general experience, but most impressively of all, you can choose the HUD you want if you want to play with a Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 HUD with or without enhancements, and to top it off, you can even choose which weapons you get to play with from Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 1. Being able to switch up the components of the map like that and mix and match your experience really gives this map a new sense of replayability, and you can even choose whether or not you want the Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 mechanics wherein you have, the ability to slide or not, for example. The gameplay loop and playable areas are pretty much identical to the Black Ops 2 version, and with the ability to choose which roster of weapons you use, there are a heap of weapons in this map to play with. And to be honest, the ported weapons from Black Ops 2, for example, don't even feel that dated when compared to the Black Ops 3 weapons. This is because things like slide animations and all of that stuff are on these weapons as you'd want them to be, and this map also overhauls the Pack-a-Punch variants and provides a brand new Pack-a-Punch camo. And I've got to say, this Pack-a-Punch camo is one of my favorites that I've seen in Custom Zombies. It is absolutely stunning. This, just like Nuketown and Black Ops 2, is a map you can easily lose hours upon hours just playing and trying to get a high score, just like the old days. And what's even cooler is that you can build a shield in this map as well, so if you're a fan of having the buildables from Black Ops 2 integrated into Nuketown, you can enjoy that as well. And again, the fact that you can customize your experience at the beginning truly makes this a map that people can enjoy regardless of what kinds of experiences they really like. Everyone is catered for, and you can choose the experience for yourself, and I absolutely love that. The only thing that I'm going to quickly mention that I really don't like about this map is that there's all that customization, but for some reason there is a heavy mod blocker which completely just prevents you from running any kind of mod alongside this map, which I personally, for Custom Zombies, don't really approve of. Coming in at number 3 now, we have Daybreak. This map is definitely a reimagination of Diner from Black Ops 2, so yet again we're hitting hard with these Black Ops 2 maps, man. But Daybreak takes the approach of bringing a Black Ops 4-esque experience to the table with this map, and I honestly love it. Not only are you greeted with Black Ops 4 weapons, but you're also greeted with side Easter eggs that let you unlock things like the Wraith Fires from Black Ops 4, a fully functional Black Ops 4 HUD, and Black Ops 4 enemy AI types. We got the Jolt and Jacks, man. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of those in this map. But I mean, being given the Wunderwaffe DG1 sniper variant, you know, the Scharfschütz, whatever it's called, as a countermeasure against them, I like that. I also like the fact it also leans into the Black Ops 2 heritage by letting us play as the Victus crew, and also building a craftable trample steam in this map to get to certain areas is, in my opinion, another nice touch as well. But to kick it all off, besides the gorgeous visuals, besides the fact Mule Kick was put in its rightful place, which is outside of the fucking map and right in the back in the trash, this map also has a fully fledged Easter egg, which is super fun to complete. And not only is it awesome to complete, but it has my favorite thing in Custom Zombies, which is a time shift or skybox change. So if you finish the Easter egg on this map, it will be turned to nighttime. And yes, you can fully play the map in the night and end the game whenever you want. I really like this touch. In my opinion, it goes a long way and actually makes me feel like I should complete the Easter egg every time I play it, just because in my opinion, this map looks amazing at night. And it's just clear that Robert and Raptros, the developers for this map, put in a ton of effort to satisfy fans of both Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 2. The weapons in this map feel really well-rounded and well-balanced, and even if you're someone that doesn't want to do the Easter egg, it's more than fun as just a simple classic survival experience. And to that end, Daybreak more than deserves its spot in the number 3 position. Coming in at number 2, we have Doris Declassified. This is an iconic Zombies remaster for Black Ops 3. Well, actually, I call it more of a reimagination. See, the thing is, Doris Declassified is heavily lore-based. If you know the backstory behind the original Doris, you will love, and I mean love, this map. Before I get into the general gameplay loop, let's touch on that Easter egg. So yes, we all know the flytrap Easter egg from Doris, but in this map, once you complete it, oh, there's more steps. And those steps each reveal a significant rendition of a pivotal point in the history of the map. It is insanely well crafted. You learn about the Doris massacre, you learn about Richthofen's experiments, all with visual aid, and also narration that so elegantly paint the picture of the gruesome history of this facility. In my opinion, this is actually probably one of the best Easter eggs in Custom Zombies in general, and I only say that just because the narrative behind it is so well made. It just can't go unrecognized in my opinion. And to top it all off, of course, there is a main boss fight against Samantha, which is, you know, another awesome touch. And that boss fight also takes place in a brand new area. So talking of brand new areas, the Easter egg tastefully introduces us to some new areas, but only for Easter egg purposes. So for example, the boss fight arena or the frozen forest, which is a scene where we're introduced to Samantha for the first time in the map. But in terms of the general gameplay, the map is very much Doris. The layout is the same as Doris. There's even been some restoration in terms of, you know, the historical icons, both on the flags and on the teleporters, even on the zombie models as well. This map goes a long way in restoring the original feel of Doris, especially in terms of sound design, which is another thing this map completely knocks out of the park. In terms of firepower, we're greeted with the weapons found from Call of Duty World War II, except they've been overhauled to have World at War and Black Ops 1 sounds, as well as the traditional World at War Pack-a-Punch camo. Not only that, but the muzzle flashes have been completely overhauled, especially with the Pack-a-Punch variant, to feel very much like a remastered tribute to World at War. It packs that just classic oomph with that electrical surge of energy, and it's clear that attention to detail across the board with this map is absolutely incredible. We also get to sink our hands onto the Wunderwaffe DG Scharfschütz, the same one that I mentioned from Daybreak. It's in here as well. And there's also a unique Wunderfizz machine, which grants access to some extra perks that weren't previously seen in Doris or the Giant. This means, yes, you can use PhD on this map. If I'm brutally honest, this map just kind of makes the Giant redundant. If you want to play the definitive, the best rendition of Doris, look no further, honestly, than Doris Declassified. It is so well crafted. TZ Ghost and their dev team should be absolutely proud of what they've done here. It's also worth giving a quick hats off to how compatible this map is with mods as well. You can pretty much run whatever mod you want and it will run on this map. Before we dive into number 1 though, as always, we gotta have some honorable mentions. Our first honorable mention goes to Cal to Todd. This map, developed by Boxcar Racer, is an exciting, faithful tribute to Groston House from Call of Duty World War II. It's got the World War II HUD, it's got the World War II weapons, it's even got the World War II armor system and characters, as well as the free fire ability and a recreation of the very first intro that we get for World War II Zombies. I'm saying World War II a lot, but you get my my point. This is an awesome tribute to Groston House and was definitely worth mentioning somewhere on this list. The next honorable mention I want to bring up is Town Remastered. This map, developed by Slayin, who's also currently working on a awesome looking Buried remaster, brought us Town Remastered back in 2019, the same time as Town Reimagined. But I mentioned this one because it deserves to be on this list purely because I'd say it's a more accurate rendition of Town if you really are looking for the Black Ops 2 version brought to Black Ops 3. Now, of course, this is contrasted a little bit with the introduction of Modern Warfare weapons. With the general tone, the use of color, the use of light in this map feels way more akin to Black Ops 2, and there's a little healthy extra. There is a pre-game customization phase where you can choose things like the perk limit, the starting round, and the general difficulty. And it also goes ahead and adds some extra perks like Electric Cherry, PhD, etc. But in terms of the visuals and the map layout, this is the more accurate, I'd say, rendition of Town for those who are looking for a true experience. The next honorable mention I want to bring up is Doris. Now, GC Peenhart gets this honorable mention for much the same reason as Slayin's Town being mentioned as well. This version of Doris is just a far more accurate version for those who are looking for the World at War classic experience brought to Black Ops 3. This map has the true World at War weapons with the World at War PAP camos, including a World at War Wunderwaffe, a World at War HUD. You get the idea. You get where I'm going with this. Sound design as well, especially. This version of Doris is the true remaster of the original. And for that reason, it definitely deserves to be an honorable mention in this list. And coming up to the final honorable mention, we have Diner. Zombie 115201 did a great job with this version of Diner, which contrasts Daybreak in the sense that it's set at night right from the bat. It is not heavily expanded on the original map layout. I mean, there are some new areas, but fundamentally speaking, this is a gorgeous looking version of the classic Black Ops 2 map. Now, like Daybreak, it does introduce some Black Ops 4 features. We do have the Black Ops 4 weapons, the Black Ops 4 ray gun, but we also get a custom Pack-a-Punch camo. We also get the Avogadro mini boss to fight as well as a nice little quest to open up Pack-a-Punch. Generally speaking, this is a nice, more compact, simplified experience for those who wanted to visit Diner without being overwhelmed with all of the features that were found in Daybreak. Definitely a map worth playing. But with all of the honorable mentions out of the way, it's time to jump in to the final entry on this list, and I'm sure most of you by now would have figured out what it was. Number 1, Call of the Dead Remastered. Where do I begin? Where do I begin with this one? This recently dropped. I mean, this was like the end, the very end. I'm talking New Year's Eve of 2022. And what a drop it was. This map featured in my upcoming maps reveal event video that I made, which I put a ton of effort into. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out because there's still a ton of maps from that video that haven't dropped yet. But Call of the Dead Remastered by Cop for That is about as perfect as any remaster could possibly get, at least in my opinion. Not only does it faithfully restore the original Easter egg with some much needed improvements, but it also restores the original weapons, the original bosses, so George Romero is in full swing here. A gorgeous revamped visual which does not compromise in any way the original tone of the map. The fog still rolls in, the sound design and the ambient music is still there and feels like it's at the exact right volume as well. The attention to detail to getting every little element that brought the atmosphere of Call of the Dead to life back in Black Ops 1 is fully, faithfully restored in this version for Black Ops 3. And I absolutely love that because it goes such a long way in bringing players back to the good old days. And I will always love it for that. In addition to all of this stuff that I'm mentioning, completing the Easter egg revealed a secret room where the original forecasts were previously trapped, which is a nice little additional new feature that wasn't in the original map. Of course, the Wunderwaffe drop does spawn when you complete the Easter egg. We've got a fully functional scavenger, a fully functional VR11. The gameplay loop, the way the Pack-a-Punch spawns is all identical to the original. I mean, when I was making my upcoming maps video ages ago and Sean, the map developer, sent me the early works footage for this project, I was just so amazed because the little additions that weren't in the original are just so tastefully done. So for example, of course, in the intro for Call of the Dead, it's effectively a movie shoot that goes wrong. And in this version of the map, you can see, you know, film cameras and stage lights knocked down and just different things that tell the narrative of the original intro cutscene. And not only that, of course, there's a tribute to the late George Romero with a side Easter egg, which I think was also a really nice touch. Just in general, this map makes some amendments where they should have been made in such an elegant way, but all whilst preserving and restoring the very essence of what made this map so great in its heyday. So for all of these reasons, in my opinion, Call of the Dead Remastered is currently the best Custom Zombies remaster ever brought to us Zombies fans. And with that, we have reached the end of the video, lads, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in my next video and or live stream. Much love, stay safe, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.
Kaboom.